kindergarten friends. It's Miss Hudson here. I found this great magnet puzzle for the alphabet and I've been playing with it. But it made me think about a very special shape. It's a shape that has 1, 2, 3, 4 points or corners. And all of them look the same. It also has 1, 2, 3, 4 straight sides that are all the same size. Do you know what shape this is? If you said square, pat yourself on the back. This is a square. My magnet game has 4 corners that are all the same and 4 straight sides that are all the same size. Let's look at a few more squares. This red square has 1, 2, 3, 4 straight sides, and none of them are smaller than the others, and none of them are longer than the others. They're all the same size. The 1, 2, 3, 4 points all look the same. That's a great looking square. Here's 2 different kinds of squares. These squares have magnets to help them stick together. One is large and one is small. But both of them have 1, 2, 3, 4 straight sides that are all the same, and 1, 2, 3, 4 points that are all the same. A square and a little square. This button has 1, 2, 3, 4 points, all the same, and 1, 2, 3, 4 straight sides, all the same size. That's a great square. Look at this little street sign. It looks like a square that somebody tipped over. But even with it tipped over, I can still see 1, 2, 3, 4 corners, all the same, and 1, 2, 3, 4 straight sides that are all the same. These are a great collection of squares. Let's play a game and see if we can tell what's different between a square and a rectangle. Okay, here's my tricky game. These are Post-it notes, and so are these. Both stacks of Post-it notes have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides and 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. But one is a square and one isn't. Let's see if we can figure out why. Well, this Post-it note, all the straight sides are the same size. It doesn't have any that are longer or shorter. But this Post-it note, this top side and this bottom side are both longer than the sides on the left and the right. These sides are short and these sides are long. That's not a square at all. This shape is a square. All 4 sides are just the same. All right, friends, we're going to play a game to help us find squares. Don't forget, a square is a special shape. All of his sides and all of his corners look the same. We're going to drag one square to each flower pot. So we get to pick the squares out of here. This blue shape has the right number of sides, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But they're not all the same. These are shorter and these are longer. He's not a square, he's a rectangle. What about this one? This is our dryer. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 straight sides that are all the same. And 1, 2, 3, 4 points that look the same. He's a square. Ooh, this is a beautiful shape. Let's count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not a square. It has too many sides. Let's try this shape. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 straight sides, all the same size, and 1, 2, 3, 4 corners that all look the same. He's a great looking square for our flower pot. Last flower. This picture frame has 1, 2, 3, 4 corners that all look the same, and 1, 2, 3, 4 straight sides, all the same size. Another square. Super job finding 3 squares. Now, can you sort these shapes onto the graph? Here's our graph. I see a row on top for squares, so I'll put my squares in these spaces. And this red sign says these are not squares, and they'll go in these spaces. Let's get started. Look at this round, full donut with no straight sides and no points. He's definitely not a square. But this cutting board, he has 1, 2, 3, 4 corners that look the same, and 1, 2, 3, 4 straight sides, all the same size. That's a square. That's a cute button with 1, 2, 3, 4 straight sides, all the same, and 1, 2, 3, 4 corners that look the same. That's a square. Here's a sign you can see when you're walking down the street. Let's count the straight sides on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not a square. This red shopping bag has 1, 2, 3, 4 straight sides, all the same size, and 1, 2, 3, 4 points that are the same. He's a square. This chalkboard, he has 4 sides, but 2 are short and 2 are longer. He's not a square. Great work, friends. Here's a square made out of sticks. I can build one just like it if I have 4 sticks that are the same size. I can make the corners 1, 2, 3, 4. But I have to be careful. If I squish my shape, now these 2 corners are really small and pointy. And these 2 corners are really wide. This isn't a square anymore if the corners don't look the same. So when you make a square, be sure that all the corners look alike. That's better. Great job today making squares, boys and girls. I'm very proud of you. I'll see you next time.